Welcome, 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 everyone. This is Tracy Una Wagner with Versatile Inspirations, and today we are going to be going through a guided meditation and Reiki session to help dissolve past life traumas. Now, during this, what I'm hoping is that we can acknowledge that those deja vu times when you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I feel like I've been here, I feel like I've done that, or why do I have this block for moving forward with my career or anything? A lot of times we may not be sure what is going on. We just feel like the energy resonates with us. Now, doesn't always have to be bad. Sometimes we can happen upon someone and we just know that there is a connection. We don't know exactly how that is or how feel like you've known someone forever, but there's that connection, that energy. And a lot of times what this is going to be is a past life or a multidimensional or a different planetary or galactic connection that we share. It's basically that spirit connection that we have. And because the Akashic Records holds all of our past, future, any kind of multi-layered dimensional lives that we've encountered or we've manifested into, sometimes we can feel that energy, and we just know that we've experienced it, we've done it, we've seen it, we've tasted it, we've smelled it. We have that connection, and because of that, sometimes they have a tendency to crop up when we least expect them, when we don't need them to be in this lifetime. Yet there's that same energy, and because we've experienced it, because our spirit self has experienced it, and our soul self has got that connection, then we just get that deja vu feeling that, oh my gosh, I feel like this has happened before. And in the cases of traumas, that can hinder us from moving fully into this life and getting out of it what we came here to get out of it or to do or to experience. And so with this guided meditation and Reiki session, we're going to dissolve those ties at this point and allow you to choose when it is that you may want to examine past lives. That can be through hypnosis or meditation or journeying or lots of different ways. And so with that, we're kind of dissolving those fears of past lives that may crop up and kind of protecting ourselves from those things that we've experienced, those negative things that we've experienced, those hard to handle, or those things that stay in our subconscious that try to protect us from experiencing maybe some of the things that we experienced before that really have no basis for being in this realm. Now, this doesn't connect with any of your intuitive gifts, your intuitions that, if you get into a scary situation or a situation that you really shouldn't be in, your intuition is going to tell you no matter what, whether you're in the same situation as a past life. That really doesn't have anything to do with blocking your intuition. All this is doing is letting you not be hindered moving forward in different cases. And as we go through the guided meditation, you'll understand that more of what I'm talking about. This can be traumatic births. It can be horrible deaths. It can be anything in between. It can be witch hunts, persecutions, things of that sort that have a tendency. It's not a high vibration, but it's such an energy, almost explosion at the time that something happens like that. It kind of leaves a residual feeling if you encounter something that's similar, that from a past life, then it kind of triggers that emotional reflex. It's kind of like how they say animals still have that fight or flight, and whether they're domesticated or they're out in the wild, they still have that. And we do too. We don't have dinosaurs around, but we still have that instinct about us or within us. Now, I don't believe it's within our DNA. I don't believe that. Some people do, and that's just fine. I just feel like because of that energy, because we hold on to those, or at least our Akashic records holds on to the similar things, then we can, when those things come into our space, we can feel that energy, and it's just kind of like a reflex. And we just like, I know I felt this before. It just, that there's that feeling that we've been there, done that before. So that's just kind of what we're trying to really dissolve so that we can move forward with our life without feeling like we're constantly being triggered by these past things. So that's a little bit about what we're going to go through today. Now, I'm going to talk about how I do my sessions and how this session is going to be a little bit different. For me, when I do sessions, whether that's Reiki sessions, hypnosis, energy healing, readings at times, I like to be as natural as possible. I don't like my hair pulled up. I don't like to be restricted in any way, because as you can see, I turn pink because my vibration rises. I get a little warm and I expand. And so with that expansion, if my hair is tight, then what happens is it kind of constricts. And if I'm in the middle of doing a session, then it has a tendency to, Mimi wants to join. If my hair is restricted, I have a tendency to kind of forget where I was, or it just distracts me. And so that's not helpful either. Also, I don't wear makeup because as I get warm, I have a tendency to sometimes sweat, or if it's emotional, I might cry. And so I just don't want to be hindered thinking about what I look like after the session. Is my makeup running all over my face? That kind of thing. Also, loose clothing or clothing that doesn't restrict, clothing that expands and contracts very easily. That way, as you're working through a session, if you're going along with me, then that actually will allow you to expand and move. So Mimu's done. All right. So that's a little bit about how I do. Now, also around my space, I have crystals, I have stones, I have candles, I have incense, I have little trinkets like the little angel that sits with me, that just helps to clear my space and allows my space to feel good to me. And I encourage you to do the same. I have some water that I have next to me, and so I can drink that throughout. If you're watching this in a replay, then you're unaware, but this one was a kind of a very deep and kind of a hard one to actually go through, because as I was writing this meditation, I was feeling certain things that I had gone through. And so I had to clear them out as I was going through. And so it was very difficult. I had to reschedule it twice. This recording, I did reschedule twice. And so just because it took me some time to really put into it what I wanted everyone to get out of it. And that is the ability to move past our past life, to dissolve those tendencies that we may have to be triggered because of certain things. It's not helpful when we get triggered by something and we don't know where it came from. My thought from now is that if I get triggered by something, a lot of times I'll just go, that was a past life. We can clean and clear that right now. And so that's kind of what I do, because if I have no basis for where it came from, other than if it's an intuition thing and I'm feeling uneasy, that's completely different. That's not what I'm talking about here. So these are more like blocks or feelings like it's a fight or flight thing at times when you may not have any other reason to feel that way. Taking into account if it's an intuition thing, be sure to ask. If it's an intuition thing, that's completely different, and you should heed those warnings. Those are warnings for a reason. So, yeah, so I had to redo this or reschedule this a couple times because it was pretty in depth. It was pretty hard to get through, but I wanted everyone to be able to feel the lightness after you're done processing these things and allowing them to be cleaned and cleared. It's an amazing feeling, and I really feel that it just really helps us to move forward with the life that we manifested into right now and be able to work through that. So go ahead and set up your space if you'd like. And any of these guided meditations or Reiki sessions, don't listen to it while you're driving or operating motor vehicles or being busy. Try and be in a space where you can be quiet and be able to do the guided meditation, whether you're keeping your eyes open and just staring at the image that I put up and just listening to me, or if you're closing your eyes and just going within and really experiencing it full out. Feel free to do that and create the space around you that feels good to you, whether that's lying down, sitting with your palms up, in receiving mode, or however you want to do it is just perfect. Even if you want to go through this a couple times, the first time just going through and seeing what it is you're exposed to experience, or if you just play with me full out right away and you set up your space and you're really going for it, then just feel free to put whatever around you, soft music, anything that you would like, and we can it'll just help the atmosphere for you. It is a little bit deeper. I usually use just a few Reiki symbols when I'm doing my Reiki, sending it out. But because we're dealing with past life and we're dealing with unbalanced issues and forgiveness and things like that, what I've had to put a couple of different, actually, I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Reiki symbols that I will be using to help to dissolve these feelings that we may be having of past lives, and just to balance your body, your mind, and your soul and your spirit here in this manifestation. When we live in the present, it's amazing the information that we receive from just around us, the gift of being alive in this moment and really being able to take that on. I know social media and everything else is very hard to live in the present moment a lot of times because, you're connecting and you're out there, you're sometimes out of your body and just kind of out there, and your energy is scattered. And when you add on to it the past life issues that may trigger you at times, it gets a little overwhelming. But when you bring yourself back to self, back to your soul self, back to your energy, then you're going to feel so much better and be happier because you're going to be experiencing life full out. And so I'm really hoping that for this guided meditation and this Reiki session. So let me screen share and we'll get started. I'm just going to go through a couple things that we're going to be kind of delving into and what you might experience throughout it. So let me screen share and we'll get started. Okay, and this session is called Dissolving Past Life Traumas, Guided Meditation and Reiki Session. So, first and foremost, because you're going through this, it's like you are dripping a drop into a field, and that field ripples out, and it ripples out to create lots and lots and lots of ripples. Now, these ripples are out there and they will allow others to actually experience it as well, to experience the ability to be able to dissolve those past life traumas for themselves, whether they know it or not. So, these ripples, even though you're one drop in this big ocean or this big puddle, it doesn't matter because the ripples ripple out. They become bigger and wider and greater in strength and intensity. And your energy just flows more and helps others as well. So, like I said, a lot of people think of these past life traumas like they are embedded in your DNA. Now, there's a lot of people that work with DNA restructuring to help to clean and clear in that way. My view is that we all are energy, and energy can feel other energy. And with that, you will acknowledge or feel triggered by energy that you may have encountered in a past life, in a multidimensional life, in a different galactic or universal life. And so, with that, even though we may be in a different space, that trauma may seem like it's right there again, and that you may be feeling like you're experiencing again, which is not helpful for this lifetime. So that's why we need to dissolve those fears of these past life traumas so that we can move forward with this life, what we're meant to do in this life, and we're able to experience those things that we need to experience without holding on to those past lives and those past life traumas. So, just like in Stonehenge, that ancient time, other ancient times, we can have experienced past lives here on earth. And in doing so, what we can do is we can acknowledge them and we can move past them. Or if we get triggered by something and we're not sure what that is, it could have happened back in the age of the Stonehenge or before or after. But the fact of the matter is just like Stonehenge, it's there. We just don't need to react to what happened in the past. Also, in different galaxies, universes, different multi-dimensions, these past manifestations, if you will, you could have experienced some things that are not of benefit to you now. And even though they are in your Akashic records and you can access them, it's not something that you should have to worry about being triggered all the time. So, what we can do is we can experience it without being in it. And we can do that after we've cut these cords and we've cut these ties. We can experience it as a third party and during either hypnosis or past life recall, anything like that. And when we do that, it's a lot more beneficial to us in this lifetime than if we are being triggered by it and we're experiencing it full force and having those same feelings and emotions and the pain of what maybe we'd already gone through. So I'm hoping that these traumas just become kind of like a movie, something you can witness when you choose, not just when they flash into your being, but when you choose to experience them. And I hope that you do choose to experience past lives because it's an amazing revelation as a person that you can experience and kind of get to know who you were, what you did, the people, places, and things that you experienced. It's an amazing history lesson, if you will. But we don't need to acknowledge or to relive those traumas. That just doesn't do anyone any good. And all it does is it leaves us in a feeling of feeling helpless and even more. So we don't need to worry about those things. It can be a guiding light for us, and we can see how we've grown, how we've changed, how we evolved. And so that's a beautiful thing. And like I said, those ripples will widen, and you'll be able to reap those rewards of just releasing these and dissolving these traumas that you may have experienced in a past life. And as you do so, you're basically allowing others to do the same. It will become easier for others to let go, clean and clear, and release and dissolve those traumas later on. All right, so let me put a picture up and then we will move into the guided meditation and Reiki session. Just going to widen this out for a second. This is the image that I'm just going to put up for us to focus on. If you want to do the guided meditation with your eyes open, this is the image we'll be focusing on. And I'm going to minimize mine so you can hear me, but you won't have to necessarily see me doing what I'm doing. Just know that during the guided meditation, besides doing the guided meditation and walking and speaking you through it, I will also be doing a Reiki session. So I will be offering Reiki, different kinds of Reiki that help dissolve, that help in the forgiveness process, lots of different ones that I put down that I will be working through. And just know that what you're meant to accept, you can accept, and what you're not, you don't have to. And it's all about the energy of giving and receiving. You don't have to take on anything that you do not wish to receive. So not to worry. So there again, I will be doing this throughout the meditation. So I'll be offering that cleansing and clearing on an energetic level. Whether you're just listening to this, you're watching it now, or 5 years from now, or 1,000 years from now, it doesn't matter. The energy continues to flow just like those ripples, continues to go out and touch everyone that's willing to be touched by it. Now for you, you can, like I said, you can either just sit and watch the screen, you can close your eyes, or you can put your palms up in receiving mode, put them on your lap next to you. You can put your hands over your heart and offer yourself some beautiful healing. You can put your hands out as well. The palm chakras, whether you are in tune to Reiki or not, your palm chakras are a part of your energetic body, your energetic system. And so by doing this, you're offering healing and love and light as well. They're wonderful. Palm chakras are great sending and receiving receptacles. And so with that, you're offering the healing and you're receiving the healing as well. You can put your hands in any way you want. There's also the cupping method that I like at times, where you can see like a past life or something in the center of it. And then your palm chakras are offering it love and light, and to cleanse and release and clear. And so doing that is just as good. And because it takes a little while to go through these guided meditations, you may be instructed to move your hands in different areas. Realize that no matter what, nothing is wrong. So everything you're doing is just fine. All right, so I'm going to minimize this. Just be relaxed and get in a space in a space that you feel comfortable in. Don't listen to this while you're driving or operating machinery. That would be no good. This may put you in a little bit of a sleepy mode, so that would not be good driving. So just do it when you're safe and secure in a space that will allow you, if you do fall asleep, to just be safe. All right, so I'm going to minimize this now. All right. So we're going to start with a few deep breaths. So you can definitely take a deep breath in and let it out with a sigh. Wonderful. Taking another deep breath. And let this one out with an ah. Now with this one, take in a slow, deep breath and close your eyes. Now you may release this breath with a whoosh. Whoosh. Very good. Begin breathing normally and naturally with the rhythm your body chooses. Let go and allow your body to begin its realignment process. Right now, we want to be calm. So let's allow our body to align into the peace and calm that we can expect. During this guided meditation, you may find you probably want to move around a little bit, and that's okay. It's our body's way of reclaiming its space. Wriggling your fingers, hands, legs, or even your bum just signals the mind-body connection. So even if you wiggle around, you'll begin to relax down into your place. Deep breath in. And release this breath. And relax your body. Feel your body fully supported and safe. Safe and supported so you can relax fully. Begin by focusing on your thoughts. Where are your thoughts? A lot of the time, we are focused on the outside of our being. Our thoughts can be 1,000,000 miles away, traveling here and there, on to our to-do lists, back into work, etc. They could be in future times, then back in your head. But at this moment, let yourself be present with the beautiful soul that you are. Your soul self is always patiently waiting for you to return. Take in a deep breath and release this breath with an ah. This happens in your soul self center. Now allow your breath to normalize. Normal flow, natural flow of your breath. Good. Now I'd like you to be aware of your breath. No need to follow a pattern of breathing. Just be with your breath. When you inhale, feel the coolness of that breath travel into your body, either through your nose or into your mouth, whichever way is best for you. Maybe a bit of both. Breathing normally and naturally, feeling the crisp air travel further down into your throat. Normal and natural. The life-giving air fills your lungs and allows them to expand. Wonderful. And with every exhale, feel the warm rush of air move from your lungs, up your throat, and out of your nose or mouth. Or both. Take in a deep breath and exhale slowly. You are safe and secure. Bring your awareness, your thoughts, into your body. Focus on my voice. Let the words be made manifest in your mind, and let it fill your body. Breathing normally and naturally. Good. Believe it or not, this is probably not your first incarnation here on Mother Earth or in physical form. You may not remember your limitlessness or your true complete form in spirit, let alone past lives in which you chose to manifest in order to learn, grow, help, or heal. But your subconscious mind remembers, your higher self knows, and the Akashic Records holds all of those wonderful journeys that you've had. Sometimes you may experience a feeling of déjà vu when something, someone, an experience, a situation, a sound, vision, taste, smell, or dream has a resonance about it. You've been there, done that, knew them, or knew that the energy is familiar somehow. Most of the time, this is a good feeling and lets you connect on a higher level, a deeper level, one that has literally stood the test of time. But others may be holding you back. They may be trying to protect you from things that are no longer issues, keeping you from the life, the journey, the adventure of this lifetime. And so, during our time together, we will be allowing those past traumas, incidents, experiences, etc., to be released from this present embodiment, and from now on, be witnessed only when you choose to. You may experience past life wisdom and involvement when you decide you are ready, instead of not realizing where these feelings are coming from, but you will be in control of when and how you experience them. You can experience them through hypnosis, meditation, dreams, journeying, journaling, or in whichever medium you choose, but it is ultimately your choice after today. You're in control. You are safe and secure to release the issues that plague you outside of this incarnation right now. So let's begin. Take a deep breath and release it. Repeat after me, thinking this in your mind is just fine. I release all fears from any past, future, otherworldly, or multidimensional life other than this one. Release, remove, clean and clear, clean and clear, clean and clear. Taking a deep breath and release it. I release traumas I experienced from any past, future, otherworldly, or multidimensional life other than this one. Release, remove, clean and clear, clean and clear, clean and clear. Take a deep breath and release it. I release criticisms from any past, future, otherworldly, or multidimensional life other than this one. Release, remove, clean and clear, clean and clear, clean and clear. Take a deep breath and release it. I release all instances of persecution from any past, future, otherworldly, or multidimensional life other than this one. Release, remove, clean and clear, clean and clear, clean and clear. Take another deep breath and release it. I release the times I may have been abandoned from any past, future, otherworldly, or multidimensional life other than this one. Release, remove, clean and clear, clean and clear, clean and clear. Take another deep breath in and release that. I release all experiences of being maimed, injured, damaged, hurt, or wounded from any past, future, otherworldly, or multidimensional life other than this one. Release, remove, clean and clear, clean and clear, clean and clear. Take a deep breath and release it. I release all difficult births that I experienced from any past, future, otherworldly, or multidimensional life other than this one. Release, remove, clean and clear, clean and clear, clean and clear. Taking a deep breath and release it. I release all my past deaths in any and all forms, from violent killings, sacrifices, burnings, witch hunts, persecution, beheadings, hangings, drownings, suicides, accidents, and in any and all other forms from any past, future, otherworldly, or multidimensional life other than this one. Release, remove, clean and clear, clean and clear, clean and clear. Taking a deep breath and release. this was a big one. So taking another deep breath and release. And one more. Taking a deep breath. Hold it this time and release it deeply with an audible At this time, as I release these instances, I am also releasing any unresolved resentments my energy may still be carrying from any of these or other past occurrences from past, future, otherworldly, or multidimensional lives other than this one. By forgiving myself and those who may have been involved, I know I was doing the best I could at the time, and I acknowledge that of others as well. Release, remove, clean and clear, clean and clear, clean and clear. I am safe. I am healed. I am love. I am forgiven. I forgive. Release, remove, clean and clear, clean and clear, clean and clear. And so it is. Amen. Start to come back to present by taking another breath and release that with an ah. Begin moving your fingers and toes and feel your space that is within the room that you are in. Taking a deep breath. Hold it for a second, and now deeply release this breath with an audible Wonderful. Welcome back. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I know that was a little tough. There's a lot of energy flowing and being released, and so drink plenty of water. Your energy field is going to need to be hydrated because it is going to start bringing your power back into its being. So you're going to feel that beautiful power coming back to you. So you don't need to worry about anything being left undone. It is done, it is done, it is done. And so it is. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. As always, I'm sending you and yours love, light, and eternal blessings. Take care.